What's up guys, Slippery here and welcome back to another video here today on the channel. And as you can see guys, we are back onto Plants vs Zombies Battle for Naperville. And yes, I suppose we're kind of on the game for not the most positive things in the world, but yeah guys, as you can see by the title, today we are going to be talking about the downfall of Plants vs Zombies Battle for Naperville and also Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare 2. And by the way, before we get into the video, maybe this isn't the video for you, or maybe like you won't understand what I'm talking about, but if you do want to learn a little bit more about it, then go watch some of my previous Battle for Naperville videos, and yeah, I'm sure you'll learn a couple of things from that. But yeah, there's things in here from different games that I haven't played on the channel yet. So yeah guys, but if you are a PVZ fan, then brilliant, make sure to like and subscribe. I will be doing more PVZ videos and also other videos on the channel as well. So yeah guys, let's get straight into it. So to start off, I'm going to start off with my opinion of what I think changed, and I'm going to go to the community's opinion, or the problem, the whole community. So yeah, let's start off with mine. So first of all, some of the problems with me with Garden Warfare 1 and Garden Warfare 2, I think they are absolutely amazing games. So yeah, Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare 1, obviously the first one, absolutely amazing. Everything about it was really good. The graphics, I suppose, were a little bit kind of off, but I suppose that's what it is with every like first game, or every first like game in the genre. And then it move on to Plants vs Zombies Garden Warfare 2, which I've got to say is literally like my favourite game I've ever played. Absolutely amazing, played it for 3 years straight, absolutely sweated the game, got max rank on everything. And then obviously Battle for Naperville came next after that, and we all thought it was going to be Garden Warfare 3, but nope, it was Battle for Naperville. And some of it isn't, I suppose. So yeah guys, I suppose let's just talk about the main things. So obviously in the previous two games, the battle pass, you could say, wasn't in the game, but in this game it generally is. So this is called the prize map here guys, and I think this is pretty cool. But the downfall, or the thing for me that doesn't work, is that it takes so much grinding, man, to get these prize bulbs, because prize bulbs are things that obviously you can unlock all these rewards with, and yeah, it just takes forever to unlock like everything. You really do have to sweat the game out, man. Like, it literally takes forever. And also they have copied other games as well, the battle pass. Like, I would like to see something different, I suppose, rather than battle pass, but yeah, it doesn't matter. And then next, one big thing for me as well is rucks. Like, yeah, I just really like, look at these prices, man. Like, I know Fortnite are probably, I don't know the prices between V-Bucks and Rainbow Stars, but yeah, just the prices are just like really kind of high just for like this stuff. Like in Fortnite, the skins are kind of, I suppose, cooler or more like enjoyable to play as, but yeah. And also look, stuff like this, like, why would you pay 1,000 Rainbow Stars to get 2,000 when like you're gonna get the same amount back as you paid? Like, or am I just reading that wrong? One time only, Rux will convert 1,000 Rainbow Stars into 2,000. Oh, so you don't actually have to pay it. Oh, it just converts it into 2,000 if we already have 1,000. But yeah, like, I know that's cool, but like, stuff like that, it's just really weird. And in previous games, it just wasn't like that. It's just like, you earn coins, whereas in this game, it can be kind of pay to win as well, because as you can see here, where is it? Look, for example here, you can buy these characters and all these abilities for obviously buying these here, which is kind of pay to win, like if they're OP or you have special upgrades. So yeah, I don't like that idea, and obviously in the previous games it hasn't been like that. The next downfall, which is really disappointing for me, and I know most people actually do play the game just generally, just like hop on and like every weekend, but I used to play all the Garden Warfare 2s like every day, man. Every time I got home I always used to play them, absolutely sweat it out like mad. And yeah, like I always used to rank up my characters, because if you didn't know, obviously you can rank up all your characters to master and then so on and so on. But in this game there isn't as many ranks. There's only like, I think it's about 2,000, because they added the what's it called, the plant character and that zombie character. But yeah, so it's only about 2,000, and in the previous game there's 5,455, and in the previous game before that was 313. And I know it's low, but it actually took such a long time. And I'm level 1030 now, and to be honest, it's only taken me about I don't know about you, but like in Garden Warfare 2 and that, I kind of quit the game when I got max rank, because there was nothing else to do. And I know you're gonna probably call me like, you know, sweat, you don't enjoy games, but I love them, man. Like I literally loved ranking up. But yeah, also in this game as well. And also the XP system is a bit weird. Like, I know it's normal, but it's kind of, you get less XP than in other games. And also like the ranking up system is really kind of, I don't know, it's kind of a bit clunky really. It's kind of like awkward to promote your characters. Like obviously you have to come over here to promote them, but yeah, if you didn't know, these are all my character ranks so far. So yeah, so you go through obviously to recruit, to I think it's advanced, yeah, specialist, elite, super elite, master, and then grandmaster 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So yeah, so I've got these at the minute, and so I think that's okay. And also on the plants as well, I kind of got the similar kind of levels. But yeah, man, it just really is kind of like fast. Like I really do want to play this game a lot to try and get the most out of it. But yeah, I feel like the characters rank up too fast or something. But yeah, like I said, with the less XP, I know that doesn't make sense, but it just overall, maybe it's just the pace of the game, it just feels really fast. But yeah, so next one, guys, which is a massive one, and I know this is for the community as well, is obviously like the way there's no variance in the game, because in previous games there was actually the main class and all the variants, but in this game there's just the classes. It's just Captain Deadbeard, All-Star, whereas in the previous game you had that hockey star, cricket star, rugby star, and then you had like, let's say the I don't know, let's say the scientists. In this game you only scientists, but in the previous games you had paleontologist, it was 5 variant, marine biologist, which was like a close combat variant, like also the chemist, which kind of like, well, no, not chemist, Dr. Toxic, which is a toxic version. But in this game it's just simple, there's just no classes, man, and that's what makes the ranking up as well less fun, because in the previous games you had to rank up your variants as well as your classes, so you had to do more work, and I just loved that. So yeah, that's kind of something about that as well. So yeah, I kind of don't like that idea. I wish they did add in variants, to be honest, but yeah, I suppose it is what it is. And yeah, for the next one, guys, I'd say for the like main whole lobby, like when you're not in a game, kind of like the backyard battleground if you play Garden Warfare 2, is that the whole thing is really messy. Like if you see here, like this is Giddy Park obviously, and it's like really spread out, takes a long time to get down to there, and like look, everything looks really messy. Like if you, I know this tells you, but in the previous game obviously everything was kind of more like enclosed, so you could find something easier, and also the backyard battleground was literally on the doorstep, so you could literally go there like after 5 seconds, like promoting your character or something, which is over there. So yeah, that's another down for me. I know it's a little bit small, that smaller kind of thing, but yeah. Next thing, guys, is yeah, this rewarder from 9,000. So in the 2 previous games obviously you could open sticker packs to get loads of cosmetic items, but in this game it seems really like you have to pay 30,000 coins just to get one item that could be like a stupid little emoji or something, or like a customization, whereas in the previous games you could pay 30,000 to get loads of cosmetics, you could say, in just one pack, just for 30,000. So yeah, that kind of is, yeah, just kind of annoying really. So yeah, that's another thing. And going back to the prize map, like I said, it's really hard to earn the prize bulbs, and I do think one good thing about this is that you can do these challenges to get prize bulbs, but they're really hard, man. Like, they just take a lot of grinding, and by the end of the day you probably won't even get TM reward anyway for completing all loads and spending like 5 hours straight trying to complete them. But yeah, I suppose that's what it is at the minute. Yeah, so at the minute also we've got the Halloween themes. That's quite cool, I think. And also yeah, I think the design is quite cool. And also the next thing about the actual gameplay itself is that the maps, like, I don't enjoy the maps. I think the maps are really, like, I don't know, I really do think the maps are kind of a bit off. Like, they don't really fit the PVZ design. They're kind of not, they don't feel like previous game maps really. Like, I just don't like the style of the maps and like the art style on it. Like, I think the art style looks amazing, but I just don't like the design. I just really don't. And also as well, like the just like the way the characters look as well is a little bit weirder to the previous games, and I kind of like the old classic style of like the previous kind of like people, you could say, or kind of previous plants or zombies. So yeah, that's another thing for me. And I'm gonna end my thing with a multiplayer thing, obviously, and obviously like the maps was about the multiplayer thing. And yeah, so what I wanted to say about this multiplayer, which is probably the biggest part of this video, is first of all, look how many modes they got. They only got 4 modes, man. Like, why do you have 4 modes? Like, in the previous game you had like 10 modes. Like, honestly, you had so many modes. Like, you only have Turf Takeover, Team Vanquish, Garden Ops, and a special one, and single player, which is literally playing against bots. All on your own, by the way. So like, it's so much more variety to play in a previous game. And also they removed mixed mode, which is like my favourite mode, and in that mode you could have Gnome Bomb, you could have Suburbanation, you could have Kill Confirmed or Team Vanquish Confirmed. Like, you had loads of modes, and that was really enjoyable. And also they did remove, well, actually I'm not sure if it's still here because I'm playing them so long, but I know that the, what's it called, like the Thunderdome mode, like the battle arena, that's gone as well. And to be honest, I don't really, it doesn't really matter to me about that, because I didn't play it anyway and I didn't really like it, because I just thought it was really unbalanced. But yeah, so this is just how many modes they are, which I think is a bit kind of rushed, I could say. I think they could have put more effort into the game. So with like the modes and that, and also the maps as well, they just don't fit the old design. And also in Garden Warfare 2 there were some original maps from Garden Warfare 1, so yeah, I thought that's quite cool. But yeah, there's no original maps in this, so that's another big thing. I could say another thing about the gameplay is really the kind of the aiming with the characters is definitely a big thing, because the aiming is so clunky. Like, I'm sure. Also, one final note, guys, is that I just want to say one thing, because I did miss out a thing in the video, is that also the game won't be doing any more updates apparently, which is kind of really kind of sad, because obviously, like I said before, previously in the video, that obviously they've done quite a lot of updates, and yeah, Garden Warfare 2 and Garden Warfare 1 have brought out quite a lot of content, but in this game there won't be any more updates, which is kind of really sad, because yeah, it's just going to be the same game, which is probably why so many people left the game and it became kind of a bit dead, I suppose. But yeah, guys, let's get back to the video. you saw it in the kiddie park thing there, which I was just on, or just playing in, just, you know, just to talk to you guys. But yeah, the aiming is so clunky, man. It's really awkward to aim with things. Like, I don't know, let's just be a character. Let's be, who shall it be? Let's just be pea shooter for the time being. But yeah, look at this aiming. Like, the way the character moves and like the reticles hit, it's just not fun, man. It's just really, it's not that good. But obviously there is some ups from this game from the last one, but I feel like there's more downs than ups in this game, really. So yeah, so that's kind of, I suppose, not good. And another thing as well is just like the way, like here, like the fights can seem really stupid. Like, I'm playing against a bot here, which just shouldn't be like that. It should be like you're playing against a human player, because the fights with bots are really awkward. Like, the way they just move and that is just like kind of a bit stupid. But yeah, so yeah, another thing is that, like, really, the amount of bots, like, the lobbies are so dead, and they were just, and EA are just like, oh, let's just replace them with like bots. And no, it just doesn't make the game fun. Like, I don't want to fight bots, I just want to fight humans. And before bots were added, like, there actually used to be quite a lot of actual people playing the game, like physical humans playing the game. But now, like, half the people I come across, it's just bots, it's just AI bots. And by the way, I'm not using the term bots as in bad like humans, I mean like actual AI bots. So yeah, that's kind of annoying, to be honest. And yes, there is loads of dead lobbies because of that. So yeah, and also another thing as well is about the game mode is something called Ops, and I'm sure you all know what it is. If you play COD, it's like zombies in COD. But yeah, they kind of ruined it. Like, everything about it, like the waves seem really slow, there's not enough enemies, and there's only 5 waves instead of 10 as well, which is a bit, you know, a bit kind of down. So yeah, and also after a while, if you play this game for about 5 or 6 months, it gets really boring. Whereas if you played like the previous game for that amount of time, then it actually be quite enjoyable, because obviously you know, you can play as different characters and rank up. So yeah, look how quickly I ranked up there. It's just like a level and it's, you know, it's done. I feel like it should take longer, if that makes sense, so you can try the characters more. So yeah, and also I know this isn't about multiplayer, but when the game came out, like the actual pre-order bit, like, or like the beta you could say, like, there was no ads or anything saying it was out. It's just out with like no words, and that makes me think, oh god, no, this might be, you know, this might not mean a good sign. It might mean, like, you know, their game hasn't been approved that well, so they can't really advertise it, or they don't have enough money to advertise it. So I thought, you know, it's kind of a bit, I suppose, a little bit down. But anyway, I just thought really nothing of it and played it, and the game was good, and the game was quite unbalanced because of characters, obviously. But yeah, that's what like every beta's like, really, in every game. But yeah, I feel like the game wasn't ready for launch. Like, it really just wasn't ready. Like, there's so many glitches, there's so many things that wasn't finished. So yeah. And also with multiplayer as well, we hardly get any updates, man. Like, there's literally no updates at all. So yeah, so I think the previous Garden Warfare 2 game rang out quite a lot of updates, and obviously the game before did as well. And yeah, some of these things that I said are community wise, so like the variants, also like the pace of the game, and just like comparing it to Garden Warfare 2, I just feel like people love or like Garden Warfare 2 way more than this game. But anyway guys, I suppose that's it for today's video. And don't get me wrong, I do love every Plants vs Zombies game. I think this is a great game, but I think it needs a lot of improvements if they actually really want to, you know, make this game popular and famous. But yeah, so if you did enjoy it, guys, make sure to like and subscribe. And yeah, on one final note, guys, about the yeah, what I was going to say about the way comparing it to Garden Warfare 2, I generally do think Garden Warfare 2 is like really good compared to this game. I'm not saying this game's bad. I do think this game is really good because I really do enjoy it actually, but it's just nowhere near the feeling as Garden Warfare 2. It's just not as good. It just really isn't as good because it has quite a lot of games or downs, sorry. But yeah, I've been talking for a long time, so my voice is, you know, going a bit weird. But yeah guys, so once again I suppose that's it, and I'll see you later. Smoosh.